Look, I just want to get this out of the way before I start this video. I personally don't believe that attractiveness has anything to do with the external. What you've got to understand about looks and attractiveness and feeling sexy is that it's completely subjective. Attractiveness is something that nobody can define because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. A lot of the time, attractiveness has to do with energy and emotion. I know so many people who are, by society's standard, very good looking, who are terrible people, or they're boring, or they're annoying, and therefore my attractiveness to that person is very low. On the other hand, I know people who, by, again, traditional beauty standards, wouldn't necessarily be considered to be attractive, and I think they're the most beautiful, enamoring people in the entire world. What you've got to realize is that when it comes down to working on your own personal sense of attractiveness, I think this is a really important thing to do. It should be for your own sense of self-confidence. When you feel attractive, when you feel attractive in yourself, you're more likely to show up more, go for more things, even down to, I know a lot of us are obviously trying to build a personal brand on social media. When you feel attractive in yourself, when you feel hot, when you feel sexy, you're more likely to show up online. But in other areas of life, you're more likely to go out and meet new people, go after opportunities, put yourself out there for things. When you feel attractive in yourself, when you feel sexy in yourself, and you feel good about yourself, your life will be better. But again, attractiveness, hotness, good lookingness, all of these things have nothing to do with trying to achieve a certain look, but more so a feeling and the way you feel about yourself. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a few things that you can do to become a sexy ass bitch, and then to feel really good about yourself so that you can achieve all of those amazing things. So like always, if you did enjoy this video, please let me know in the comments below which was your favorite tip. If you are new around here and you wanna learn not just how to be a sexy ass bitch, but you also want to learn how to live your best life, then please do subscribe. So the first thing that you can do to feel more attractive is that you need to get into your body. The reality is, so many of us, me included, it's fine, but so many of us, we are living our life up here, right? We're living our life in Thought Town. We're living our life overcritical of ourselves, judging everything, overanalyzing situations, and this isn't where sensuality or sexuality comes from, right? It comes from your body. You need to get into your body. You need to get out of your head and into your body as often as you possibly can. That's not to say don't think at all, of course not. But what I'm trying to say is when you actually feel into your experience more so than analyze everything that's going on, you get a deeper sense of connection to yourself. And when you have a deeper sense of connection to yourself, you're going to feel more love towards yourself and therefore more attractive and more attracted to yourself. You're just gonna feel attractive because you're gonna be embodying your own sense of sensuality, sexuality, and attractiveness and confidence. Really practical things that you can do, first of all, is dance. If you follow me on Instagram, which you definitely should if you're not already, because it's the funnest place to be, in my opinion, on the internet. If you follow me, you will know that I am constantly dancing. Every single day, I'm putting on my favorite tunes on my Google Home and I am dancing the house down because it makes me feel so deeply connected to myself. It makes me feel hot. It makes me feel sexy. It makes me feel like I want to show up more and take more action because I'm so out of my mind and into my body. So dancing is such a great way, specifically for women. Not saying that men can't dance, not saying that at all. Don't cancel me. What I'm saying is women are more cyclical in nature. The masculine energy is very linear, whereas the feminine energy is very cyclical. It's very flowy. And when you get into your body, when you get into your hips, when you allow yourself to feel energy specifically in your reproductive area, again, you're going to have a deeper sense of connection to your creativity. A lot of creativity happens in that area. What I'm saying is dancing is such a good way to just feel deeply connected to yourself. Another way, of course, is exercise. Any form of movement, to be honest, is really good for embodiment. Specifically exercise, whether it be running, whether it be a martial art, whether it be playing a particular sport, yoga, Pilates, all of these different things. Again, anything where you can drop into your human experience is going to really help you to feel good about yourself. And I mean, we've all seen Legally Blonde.
Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
But exercise really does make you feel good about yourself. The other thing you can do, and I don't know if this is appropriate to talk about on YouTube, but sex or masturbation. You know, those things help you to generally create a really, really good feeling in yourself, but also a really deep sense of connection with yourself. Like, there is nothing shameful about sex or having sexual experiences. This also really does help you to feel good in your body with all of the other tips that I'm going to speak about today about confidence. The second way that you can feel a lot more attractive is work on your own sense of personal style. Look, I'm not saying to go completely recurate your whole entire wardrobe, but the reality is a lot of us are following trends that are just not made for our body or our look specifically. What I'm saying is do the work. Take the time to actually figure out the styles and trends that are going to suit yourself best. You know, the way that you look, your colorings or your body type, like actually do the work. Go into a physical store. Just stop buying shit on Instagram. Go into a physical store and actually spend time trying things on, being super intentional about your purchases. Figure out what shapes of clothing, what silhouettes actually suit your particular physique. And again, what colors suit your coloring, your hair color, your eye color, your skin tone, all of these different things. Like, so many of us just see an influencer on social media wearing something, think that they look hot, buy it, realize it looks like shit on us, and that takes a huge hit to our personal sense of self-attractiveness. For me in particular, for so long, I was wearing things that just looked like absolute crap on me, and I always felt like shit. But to be honest, after a while, what I did was I slowed down my purchasing. I stopped just buying things in a panic. I went actually to a physical store, if you can do that in your country right now, but I went to an actual physical store. I spent time trying things on that actually suited my body, and then realized there were particular color palettes that looked best on me and particular styles that looked best on me. This has increased my sense of self-attractiveness. That's what I'm just gonna call it, by the way. But this has made me feel so much sexier in myself because I'm actually not wearing things that are ill-fitting or ill-colored. I'm wearing things that actually highlight all of my personal most attractive features. The third thing that I've got for you when it comes to feeling attractive in yourself is spend time watching reels. Hear me out. What I mean by this is, y'all know that I'm American now. Y'all know that I love me some TikToks and Reels, specifically a particular category of Reels. Categories of confidence. I have generally trained the algorithm to know that I like a particular style of content, and that content is people being badasses and loving themselves. So I'm often delivered a lot of different Reels and TikToks that are just a range of different people who are from all different parts of the world, all different backgrounds, all different things that they're doing with their lives, you know, influencers, musicians, like, I don't know, just a bunch of people who just look different, they sound different, they act different, but they've all got one thing in common, is they love themselves. And why this is so helpful for your own personal sense of self-attractiveness is when you see a range of different people who you can tell they love themselves and they feel attractive in themselves, it allows you to break those society standards that there is only one look of beauty. You know, that there is only one certain type of look that is classified to be beautiful or is classified to be attractive. And you realize that actually the most attractive thing is confidence. The energy behind someone who looks a certain way can be so off if they're not confident in themselves. But when you see people just loving themselves, and there's a particular reel that I'm thinking of, it's this woman who's like, oh, I look this good. I don't know, I can't even imitate it. But honestly, it's one of the most inspirational things that I've ever seen in my entire life. And she's like, wear the damn dress, just wear the damn dress, wear it for yourself and all of this stuff. And there's a lot of that content out there. But when you see a range of different people from all different backgrounds, all different body types, all different body shapes, creative people, serious people, I don't know, type A, type B, Geminis, Scorpios, like just different types of people. When you see a bunch of different people who just love themselves, it just inspires you so much to realize that there is no one version of beauty. There is no one version of attractiveness. It all comes down to how we feel about ourselves. Number 4 is that you want to study yourself with admiration. Look, I'm not gonna lie, this is really fucking difficult to do, to be honest. Like, it really, really is quite difficult to stare at yourself in the mirror if you don't have a solid sense of self-love or self-worth at this stage. To look at yourself in the mirror and look at your physical appearances and study yourself can be very confronting, but please just give it a go. I've spoken about mirror work a lot, and specifically, like, I started learning about this from one of my clients, but also it talks about it in the book Pussy, a Reclamation. It's a great, great book. Definitely definitely recommend this. Studying yourself and studying yourself with admiration. When you're just about to get in the shower, when you just get out of the shower, like stand in front of the mirror naked and just look at your body. Look at your hands, look at your eyes, look at your hair, look at your collarbones, look at your stomach, and just send love to those particular areas. I'm not trying to be all woo-woo here and be like, send love and energy to your body or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, look at your body. Your body is your body. You can't just have another body. You're not gonna wake up and have another body. So try to appreciate your body for what it does for you. Try to appreciate your body for what it is. Maybe you're a mother and you've given birth. Like, you've created like a human being inside your body, you know what I mean? So if you maybe have some stretch marks or something, like be appreciative of that. If you're someone who is able to go to the gym and lift weights, like look at your arms and think about how freaking cool that is. You are so strong. I look at my arms and I'm like, wow, these arms can punch people. Look at your legs, look at everything. Like think about how beautiful your actual body is and think about all of the wonderful things that your incredible body allows you to do. When you look at the life that your body allows you to live, you will start to feel so much more love for yourself. And again, when you feel more love for yourself, you will feel way more attractive in yourself. Number 5 is like probably more of a practical one, but honestly, when it comes to being attractive and feeling attractive, and especially being attractive to other people, has nothing to do with your face, your body, your clothes, or anything like that, but 2 things instantly make people more attractive. The first is to smile. The more you smile, the more you're just going to project positive energy out. And positive energy is one of those things that is super, super attractive. Like people having fun is the most attractive thing in the entire world, to be honest. Like someone laughing, holy crap, when I see people laugh, I'm like, marry me, to be honest, because it's just so beautiful. Seeing people laugh, seeing people smile and having fun. Like I went down a YouTube rabbit hole the other day of watching stuff that I wasn't even interested in because this one guy was just like so passionate. I'm pretty sure I was watching stuff on woodworking, but this guy was smiling the whole time and I was like, have my babies. No, but really, like people smiling, people who are passionate, people who are loving what they're into and getting lost in life, like that is super attractive, right? So smiling is a really great indication of that. Try to smile more. Posture is another thing as well. Posture exudes confidence. Of course, I'm pretty sure I myself and all of you just sat up a little more straight, right? But posture is really one of those things that will make you instantly more attractive because it makes you seem more confident. You're slumped over in life. You probably don't feel that great, to be honest, because it's really bad for your physical body to be so slumped over. I don't know if you've ever heard of power posing, like where you stand with like your hands on your hips. That honestly does work. It really does. It will help you to feel more confident. And when you feel more confident, you exude more attractiveness. My 6th tip is just to do everything that you can do to take care of yourself. Honestly, when it comes to attractiveness, I think one of the biggest things, you know, alongside confidence and happiness and smiling and all of this stuff is like a healthy glow. When you are taking care of yourself, meaning that you are hydrating, when you are eating the right things, when you're sleeping, when you're sweating through exercise, you generally will have a little bit of a glow about you, which is going to make you, you're not only going to feel better in yourself, and again, that's the thing we're really trying to achieve here, but when you look at yourself in the mirror and you have like a healthy glow because you genuinely are getting the right micronutrients that you need and the right amount of sleep and all of these things, like you will seem more attractive to yourself, of course. So make sure you are taking care of yourself. I know this may seem like the most basic piece of advice when it comes to attractiveness. There's so much pride that can be found in taking care of yourself. You know, when you do a workout and you really push yourself, you're gonna feel good. And when you feel good, the way that you see yourself is just gonna be different to when, like say for example, you've been like sitting on the couch, like slumping all day watching Netflix. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Everything has its purpose in life. But if that's like your general state of being, when you look in the mirror, you're just gonna not feel so great about yourself. You won't feel proud, happy, accomplished, and therefore you're gonna start being more critical of yourself, so you'll start picking out those little things. But when you feel proud of yourself, inspired, motivated because you've taken care of yourself, you're generally in a more positive mindset. And when you look at yourself with a more positive mindset, you're generally going to just see more positive things. And so taking care of yourself is more likely going to lead you to viewing yourself with a positive lens. And my last tip, which I've kind of already spoken about, but just be truly happy. Work on your own sense of happiness. Look, again, I'm not here to be one of those toxic positivity channels that talk about always try to think positively and never let anything negative happen to you. That's not reality. I think there is so much that can come out of our negative experiences. We grow, we challenge ourselves, we learn. It makes the positive feel so much better because if everything was positive, then we just neutralize towards those emotions. I'm all for having negative experiences. However, if you're someone who is truly living in alignment with the goals that you have for yourself, you know, I spoke about becoming the main character in your life in a previous video, but when you're generally just like stuck in that I'm doing life for me, I don't give a fuck, like I'm just trying to live my best life kind of mode, you are generally going to appear more attractive because it's that sense of self-confidence and that sense of inner happiness that makes someone attractive. I can see a male supermodel walking down the street, and if I know that he is just in misery because he is not confident in himself, he is not satisfied with his life, he's going to be so much less attractive to me than someone who is literally laughing the house down, being super passionate about everything that they engage in, just showing up for life, being kind to other people. There's just so much attractiveness in a person who just loves themselves and loves their life. And so that's what you really want to aim for. How can you fall in love with yourself and your life? Because that is truly where attractiveness comes from. And laughing, I don't know, and playing the guitar, in my opinion. Learn how to play the guitar, then you'd be super attractive to me anyway. Marry me. Anyway, that is it for me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it gave you some things to think about when it comes to being attractive. And again, the goal is when you feel more attractive, you show up more in life, in friendships, in relationships, for opportunities. So it's not necessarily like become attractive so you can post on social media. No, it's about becoming attractive so you feel more, you do more, you achieve more, you live more. All right, let me know in the comments below which was your favorite piece of advice from this video. And of course, like always, if you want more from me, I have a free confidence workbook called the Killer Confidence Bible, which will help you to stop caring about what other people think and go after the things that you want in life. I love you. I'm so grateful, especially if you did to the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.